In the Everglades, there's a way of life. It's a way of peace without stress or strife. There's a fellow there who protects these rights. Lincoln Vail of the Everglades. But they'll fight for rights and the homes they've made. Simple grassroots people of the Everglades. There's a natural danger and a man to face. Lincoln Vail of the Everglades, the man on patrol in the Everglades. Moving, ever moving, moving, ever moving through the Everglades.
Ready, Linc?
Andy, I just got a call from headquarters. They said half the police in the state are laying for Flint.
Mike Flint. He's quite a boy. Narcotics, gambling, professional murder. You name it, he's done it. That is, before they deported him.
What's the latest?
Well, the report says Flint's coming back to join his old organization. Nice public enemies like Gant Bannister, Chalk Bates, and Katie Walker. You know something, Linc? Every one of them ducked out of sight yesterday.
You think Flint's heading for the Everglades, huh?
Well, more than likely. Here. Take a look at this. They say he's flying in by seaplane. Well, that's good because we've got every possible landing spot all staked out. You and I are going up here to Roberts Lake.
Now, wait a minute, Andy. Flint's old headquarters was Miami, right?
Yeah.
He knows this area. He must know we'll be covering all the lakes.
But, Linc, you can't land a seaplane in a swamp.
But you can land one in a lagoon. Right here. Shark River.
I don't think so. It's too marshy. We're going up to Roberts Lake. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. I better check in. Calling headquarters. This is Benson.
Come in, Andy. This is Rodney.
Fred, Linc, and I are going up to Roberts Lake. We're going to have a look around. Now, you better get up there, too, in case we need a backstop.
Okay, Andy. By the way, one of the helicopters spotted an airboat heading toward Shark River Lagoon. As long as you're going that way, you might check it.
Thanks, Fred. We will. Looks like you had a pretty good hunch at that, Linc. Don't tell me you're going to start using the heavy artillery.
It looks like this might be the time. Andy, it looks like you're sticking your neck out again.
Linc, now you sound like Susan. She's always telling me not to play the hero.
Susan worries about you.
You know, after 23 years, you'd think she'd be used to being a cop's wife.
She'll never get used to it. She loves you too much, Andy.
Ah, she's all wound up. You know, Linc, next month when Dick's school term's over, we're going to take a trip back to Minnesota to see her people. Susan can hardly wait. Hey, why don't you come over and see us off?
Do I get a free meal?
You know you do. But let me warn you, she's got a new girlfriend she's going to introduce you to.
Oh, not again. I know Susan gets restless about my being a bachelor. I'm just not ready to settle down.
I know. I've told her. But you know something, Linc? For a guy like me with 3 kids, the only answer. Bannister, Linc, Flint's old gunman. Check your artillery.
No, wait a minute. Why not let Flint and Gant go into the Glades? Tail him and pinpoint the whole organization.
Now, they'd spot us the minute Gant was raised around here.
They take the Shark River. We could take the North Lake, lead them to the fork, and wait for them. Bannister came down the Shark. It seems logical they'll take it back up.
Linc, we better grab them while we can.
Boys, they're going to be glad to see you back, boss.
I guess we better play it your way.
Hang on, Andy. South, behind Whitewater Bay.
That's good enough, Linc. Flint, this is the end of the voyage.
Andy, look out! Get after him!
Good morning, Mike. When Mike Flint blows the trumpet, the troops assemble.
Save it, Kate. Chalk here yet?
Not yet.
He's probably playing around with that stripper. How about a drink, Kate? While we're waiting.
Take your sweaty hand off me.
Kate the lady. Still selling ice cubes, huh?
This is a business meeting, not a reunion. So shall we get to it?
Yeah, let's do that. Linc, I saw your signal.
Didn't it? We intercepted Mike Flint and Gant Bannister. Flint killed Andy.
Can't believe it.
Flint's pretty good with a gun.
Lincoln. I don't know what to say. You and Andy... I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Flint and Bannister headed south, like a Whitewater Bay. They're somewhere down around the swamps.
Any idea where?
I'll find him.
Wait a minute, Linc. This is a job for the whole patrol.
Well, you better find Flint before I do.
Now, Linc, look, they shot your gas tank. I'll tow you in. I don't want you killed, too.
Relieving me of duty?
Sorry. I know how you feel, but personal vengeance is not your job. Look, we know that Joy Davis, Chalk Bates' girl, is staying out at the Sunrise Motel. Maybe we can get a lead from her.
This Joy Davis. Do you think she knows where Bates is?
She might.
I'll talk to her.
I'll handle it.
Damn it, Andy Benson's dead! Now, you're going to ask her questions politely. By the book. No book for me, Rodman. I'll get answers out of her.
Vail, you're off duty. Now, that's an official order.
Beat it.
I'm not trying to pick you up.
A cop. I said blow. I don't know nothing, and I got nothing to say.
Mike Flint and Gant Bannister murdered a very close friend of mine today.
What's that got to do with me?
I want to know where Chalk Bates is meeting Mike Flint.
Mr. Bates is merely a friend. I don't keep tabs on him.
Now, let me explain. Mike Flint made a big mistake. He didn't kill me. Now, where's Chalk?
Go find him.
I'll give you just 60 seconds, Miss Davis. And then I'm going to spread the word that you told me Mike Flint was back and where to find him.
Get out of here.
Flint will find you, Miss Davis. You know how he is.
What did I ever do to you?
You're the friend of Flint. And that could be fatal.
I can't say anything.
You have 5 seconds left, Miss Davis. Now, here's Whitewater Bay. With the swamps behind. Lots of lakes. 2 main channels, here and here.
It's right around here. Deserted old hunting lodge. Over here.
You'd better be right, Miss Davis.
I'm right. Keep your head up when you get there, so they can blow it off.
Who's this? Oh, hi, Tom. Is Lieutenant Rodman back in yet? I figured he'd be stealing. This is one time I can't help it. Put him on, will you? Lieutenant. That'll have to wait, Lieutenant. I talked with Bates' girl. She told me that Flint and his apes are at Johnson's old hunting lodge near Grass Lake. I'm sorry, sir. I can't do that. The manual says to check in with your superior officer, and that's what I'm doing. Then I'm heading for Grass Lake.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you do that.
You're late, John.
Wasn't any picnic getting here.
You look worse than ever.
Nice to see you, too, Mike.
Well, now we're all here, we can talk over old times. And I can hear why you two-bit slobs figure you can muscle me out of my organization.
Mike, you've been hearing stories.
I've been hearing a lot about you, Chalk. The big man who's going to take over from Mike Flint.
Don't be ridiculous, Mike.
Never mind, Kate.
It is you, Chalk. You're giving the orders now,
There's no point losing your temper, Mike. You've been out of the country for more than a year. Sitting in Europe, collecting your cut for nothing.
Now you're telling me to shove off, that it? Yes. Kill Chalk Bates.
You should have never come back, Mike. We'll wait till dark and then finish the big man here and scatter. Got about 4 hours to wait. The getaway should be very clean.
I'm not going to pull a trigger, but I'm not going to do nothing to stop it either.
Kate?
Nothing personal, but business is business.
You know how it is, Mike.
Yeah, I know how it is. One question, though. Where do you get your heroin?
From Trenner in Naples.
Trenner's been working for me for a year.
Sure he has.
Let me read you your last shipment. 1.3 kilograms of pure heroin. Delivered May 4th in a consignment of German dolls consigned to Granby Imports, correct?
Mike, you...
I've been busy. Tying up the distribution rights from Europe to here. Now I'm Trenner's outfit. Without me, you get nothing.
That's a lie.
The smart ones can still stay on the gravy train.
You both agreed.
You're going to decoy that cop. He won't shoot a woman.
Nothing.
I thought you'd be here. We buried Andy this morning. Linc, everybody understood. Gant and Chalk are dead. Flint and Kate are in jail. That finishes the whole organization.
That's fine. But the price was too high.
You'll change your mind.
Maybe so. After a couple of 100 years.
This is Ron Hayes. I play the part of Constable Lincoln Vail in the Everglades, America's last remaining frontier. And here are a few exciting scenes you'll see in the weeks to come. Be sure and join us next week and every week for another exciting adventure in the Everglades.
In the Everglades, there's a way of life. It's a way of peace without stress or strife. There's a fellow there who protects these rights. Lincoln Vail of the Everglades, the man on patrol in the Everglades. But they'll fight for rights and the homes they've made. Simple grassroots people of the Everglades. There's a natural danger and a man to face. Lincoln Vail of the Everglades, the man on patrol in the Everglades. Moving, ever moving through the Everglades. Moving, ever moving through the Everglades.